Okay, if they're still paying the mortgage and they happen to die, they would leave it to their children, and then the children could sell the house if it has equity in it. But
say they still have to pay.
Oh yeah, you still got to pay on the mortgage, yeah. So or sell it, one or the other. So
they
it's
still
not paid
have
off.
to pay, right?
Yeah, but they will have the accumulated equity if there's equity in the house. But that's another question. You know, depending on when they sell, there may not be anything left. And increasingly, that's what's happening in California. People are looking at it and realizing there's no equity left in their homes. A guy from Chowchilla was saying that houses that went 3 years ago for $450 are now going for $150. So they've dropped 2/3 of their value. Yeah. And the problem in a place like that is most of the people make $10 or $12 an hour. You can't even qualify for a $150,000 mortgage making $12 an hour. Maybe a couple could. I don't know. It might be close.
That's what I mean.
But your payment on that's going to be it's going to be less than $1,000. But the other clincher is how much the down payment is. See, somebody making $12 an hour probably can't make a $20,000 or $25,000 down payment. That's pretty unlikely.
So it's very, rare for people to sell their home for a lot less than what.
Well, that's what
common rate is going.
That's what people are faced with right now. Because if you're all of a sudden staring in the face that your house may not go up to where it was in 2007 for another 15 years. That causes people to really rethink what they're doing. Yeah.
No, what I mean is a good example with your friend. The houses at that time were worth a lot more.
Yeah.
Or that's the estimate value.
Right.
And that's why he really went for it.
Right.
Because he got a really good deal.
But his
Because he was
his problem, yeah.
Home for a long time.
Well, that was the rationale behind it.
The
Yeah.
rent was not very much.
And he bought it for $100,000 less than what it was worth on the market. But his mistake was he was too old. He was already in his 50s, mid-50s. And you see, that's a nasty thing to come back, this whole depression or recession, because you don't count on that if you're an older person and because still you're 30-year mortgage, right? But what you were really counting on is that thing was going to appreciate, then you could sell it and make some money, right? Well, that's not the case now.
Well, no,